Okay, I'll start. Okay. Nepalese is Nepalese is the sixth largest foreign group in Japan. One-third of them are dependent family members of cooks of Indo-Nepal restaurants and other workers. Japan is no longer a destination for male labor, but family migration. However, not all children leave Nepal for Japan to join their parents. The gaps between migrant parents and left-behind children deepen without family reunification. This study aims at illustrating the lives of left-behind children in the source areas of Cook's migration and the problems in their localities beyond individual families. It starts with a review of international norms, the Convention on the Rights of the Children and the Global Compact for Migration. These norms mention family reunification as the right of children and encourage all stakeholders to ensure it. However, the Japanese government does not promote family reunification in its immigration control policy. The paper presents a life story of a cook's family based on fieldwork in Japan and Nepal, followed by a school survey. The survey reveals the high ratio of left-behind children, particularly among migrant parents working in Japan, and presents both positive and negative observations on the left-behind children by teachers working at the schools. Studies conclude that left-behind children problems are no longer a private matter of each migrant family. It cannot be solved by the source countries alone. The study encourages stakeholders at the destination country, including Japan, to pay more attention to the left-behind children of migrants as a part of the family reunification issues.
My friend's story. What we used to discuss in the Tokyo volunteer teams. I have in Japanese also, but I know this story. But okay. Pretty much next one.
This one. All right. The Brazilian family and crisis. Let's start. The 1990 amendment to the Immigration Control and Refugee Recognition Act made it possible for Japanese Brazilians to work in Japan, and since the mid-1990s, there has been an increase in the number of Brazilian families residing in Japan and a trend toward longer stays. However, the global economic crisis that followed the Lehman shock in 2008 led to the collapse of the livelihoods of many Brazilians, whose fragile employment conditions were made even more unstable. More recently, the COVID-19 pandemic in 2020 once again caused high unemployment and instability in the lives of many Brazilian families. This paper reveals the impact of these crises on Brazilian families based on 3 data sets. National level statistics were used to determine the age, ranges, and status of Brazilians residing in Japan. Responses to surveys of foreign residents of Shizuoka Prefecture conducted in 2007, 2009, 2016, and 2020 were also analyzed to clarify the employment status of Brazilian families, as well as their plans to stay in Japan, and selected case studies were used to highlight the responses of specific Brazilian families. As the settlement of Brazilian residents in Japan continues to progress, diversification of industries in which Brazilians work are slightly recognized. Furthermore, the incoming number of second-generation young Brazilians is starting to enter the Japan labor market. On the other hand, the growing number of older Brazilians losing their jobs is becoming a serious problem.
Thank you. Well, sorry, I don't understand the meaning of this part, but one more when I'm back, I will listen to this video and I'll try to send your start reading and try to understand the process. Well, I said this is my friend's story. We still last time we went to Soda and Elsa also we together we eat curry. Now we close that now because that his kid he tried to bring his kid when she was 13 years. But now he tried visa. He applied for visa in university. What happened? No. And then after 13, 14, 15, 16. Now his daughter is maybe 23 somewhere. And now still he try. He said, no, your daughter now over 20 or 22, so she's not anymore depending with you, so not able to visa. But she said, I'm trying from 7 years to now. That time difference, this time difference, why, what now? Wow. Well, anyways, well,
do your best with this one. Yeah, try your best to get this one.
Okay.
Is it okay if we stop the video?
Oh, yes, please.
Okay, go ahead.